OnePlus 12 is an impressive phone, and there's a lot to like about it, and I feel really confident about this phone in particular because I think that OnePlus is finally back on track. Now, I thought the OnePlus 11 was a great phone. The 10 Pro was pretty good, but the 11 was really a good phone. Then, of course, everybody loved the OnePlus Open, and I think a lot of the popular sentiment has really changed back into a positive direction for the brand. Now, that's just kind of drawing that back to a couple years ago. There was a lot of questions. You know, the 8 Pro, the 9 Pro, they were really expensive. They didn't do particularly well. Not a lot of people really liked them. They didn't sell well. And then OnePlus got brought underneath the Oppo umbrella. And of course, you know, ColorOS turned into Oxygen OS here in the United States. So there was a lot of things that people who were big OnePlus fans for a long time weren't crazy about. They kind of lost their way. They started getting really expensive. Instead of being flagship killers, they tried to compete directly at like the $1,000 price point with like Samsung. And that failed. So they kind of redoubled their efforts, went back to the drawing board. And now we have the 12. And the 12 offers a lot of great stuff that you would want in, let's say, the S24 Plus, S24 Ultra at a significantly reduced cost. So the S24 Ultra, fantastic phone, but $1299. And it starts at 256 gigabytes of storage. Right now, you can get the OnePlus 12, the 512 gigabyte model, and 16 gigs of RAM for $799. And you can get it on Best Buy. I think Amazon, you can go to OnePlus website. And if you go through OnePlus, you can do the trade-in for any phone, any condition for $100. So as far as I'm concerned, you could probably take like an old rotary phone that's sitting in your garage from like the 1970s and get $100 for it. But yeah, trade in your old Nokia brick, get $100 off. Basically, get it for $699. That's $600 cheaper than the S24 Ultra. And a lot of people who are Samsung fans, Samsung Knights, Samsung fanboys and fangirls really get bent out of shape when you say the OnePlus 12 is a fantastic alternative or competition to the S24 Ultra. And I think it is. I mean, you get the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3, 4500 nits brightness screen, 6.82-inch display, Quad HD+, 120 hertz, LTPO, 1 hertz to 120 hertz, throttles down, saves battery, 5400 milliamp battery. So they bumped the battery up. Like I said, 512, 16 gigabytes of RAM. You've got great speakers on here, good haptic feedback. The cameras are really good. They've got the Hasselblad cooperation. This is like the 4th or 5th year I think they're doing this. So many good things. Like, you're really not missing out. The only real difference, but when you look at this, you look at Samsung, like Samsung, they've got titanium in their phone, which what would you do? I mean, it saved 1 whole gram on the weight, so I don't really put a whole lot of stock in that. I don't think that's a big bragging point. If you still like the curved edge display, this one has the curved edge display. It doesn't have the flat display like the S24 Ultra. S24 Ultra has the S Pen, but some people don't care about that and they don't want to pay for it. And also there's DeX. A lot of people never even use DeX. So if you want the 200 megapixel camera, you want DeX, you want the S Pen, and you want to pay $1299, the S24 Ultra is right for you. But if you want the same horsepower, Android 14, you get 5 years of support on here, 4 years of operating system updates, 5 years of security patches. They do bi-monthly security updates, which I wish they do monthly. I hope they get there at some point. But yeah, from a day-to-day perspective, you're going to get very similar battery life, very similar gameplay, very similar power, very similar performance in almost every way, other than the things I mentioned, like the S Pen, having that 200 megapixel camera, and DeX. So if you want to save a lot of money and you don't even want to pay for the S24 Plus, you still want to save like $200 off of that, it's really compelling. And it's a really good phone. I think it's a good alternative to the Pixel 8 Pro as well, which of course is $999. It's been $799 for quite a while too. So when you look at it, and you look at the phones you get in this price category, $799, you get the OnePlus 12, you can get the Pixel 8 Pro, which of course that model is 128 gigabytes of storage versus 512. And then you have the S24 Plus, which is $999. So you get a really good competitive all-around phone. It comes with a charger in the box. It comes with a film style screen protector already installed on the phone. You get the charging cable. The charging brick is 80 watts. You can recharge this phone from 0 to 100% in like 30 minutes. And now it has wireless charging as well, which we didn't previously had. A lot of people got mad about that for the OnePlus 11. So 50 watt wireless charging with the fancy OnePlus wireless charger, and it has 10 watt reverse wireless charging. Fastest storage, fastest RAM, all those great things. And then of course you've got the alert slider. You can manipulate up and down for silent, vibrate, or your normal profile. So you've got all these things. When you look at it and you stack it up against the S24 Ultra, like, you're really not missing out on that much, because the OnePlus 12 has an excellent telescopic telephoto camera. You can reach out. You get the macro shots. You get the ultra wide shots. You get a good 50 megapixel primary camera. Like, there's a lot of good things here. I like the OnePlus cameras. I like how fast their shutter speed is. I like the more natural look that they have. I've really enjoyed taking pictures with this phone and with the OnePlus 11. So I just want to talk about it because I really think they've kind of restored themselves back to a place where people kind of start to hold them in good regard. It's not, for the last year or two, it's been like, oh, it's good for a OnePlus phone. And I was having that conversation with my buddy Jason on a Painfully Honest Tech. We do a podcast once a week, and we were talking about it today. I'm like, look, before it was always, oh, the OnePlus phone is good for a OnePlus phone. But then it came with the OnePlus 11. It's like, all right, this is pretty intriguing, good stuff there. And then the OnePlus Open really just took people by surprise. And then it was like, all right, this isn't just good for a OnePlus phone. This is good, period. And it really put Samsung on notice and has to put them on their toes so they can get back to the drawing board and try and be innovative again, because the OnePlus Open really beats it in a lot of different ways. So that was refreshing. And then now the OnePlus 12, I think, is just a fantastic phone. I think it's a really good phone, especially at the price point. And it's effectively like $500 cheaper than the S24 Ultra, and it's $200 cheaper than the S24 Plus. So I think that we're at a place where we can say, this is a good phone. It's a good phone, a good deal, a good value, and not just because it's a OnePlus phone. Like, it's not good for a OnePlus phone. It's good, period. And I think it is a good competition when you take a look at it versus the Samsung phones. Yes, the Samsung phones has the AI stuff, which if you care about that, cool, go for it. But OnePlus isn't really diving in on that stuff. I think we're still kind of in the early stages, and a lot of people kind of roll their eyes when you say AI. They're like, oh, cool, whatever. I don't care about that stuff. I'm not going to do that stuff anyway. So if you just don't want the AI stuff, then ta-da, this one, you don't have to worry about it because it's not a selling point. And then 7 years of updates. OnePlus is kind of like, we don't really think we're at a place where 7 years is really going to give you that great of an experience at the end of the game. And I'm kind of feel the same way too. So for a meaningful flagship experience at a really good price point that I think competes really well, OnePlus has done a great job for themselves yet again here in the year 2024, coming out with this phone right around the time of the S24 series phone. So I just wanted to talk about this. I've been fiddle farting around with it. And I also been messing with I've got the Oppo Find X7 Ultra that Oppo was kind enough to send me, and it's the Chinese version. It's not the global version. So like nothing was in English, and then I had to try and get it into English, and then I put a launcher on there, and I had to install the Play Store and Google services. Like, it's been a thing. Like, I hope we get a global version of it. That would be great. But I thought that I was getting a global version, and they sent me the Chinese version, and I'm not very well versed at setting all those things up. So it's been interesting, but I finally got that one set up. I'll probably have a video about that in a week or two. I got a lot of stuff coming up, but yeah, I just wanted to revisit the OnePlus 12 because I've been talking about Samsung. I talk about the Pixel phones, which of course that's great. Folks love it. I like talking about those things, but I like talking about value. I like talking about opportunity, and I like talking about exciting things. And I think the OnePlus 12 checks off those three different boxes for a lot of folks in a lot of ways. And I've had a lot of people that have been very happy with it. A lot of people have been like, yeah, I ordered one. Can't wait for it to get here. I'm ditching my Samsung phone. I'm not paying $12.99. I'm going the OnePlus 12 route. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this again. I did my review on it already, but I like the OnePlus phones. And I think we're at a point now where confidence has been restored to the brand. And it's like, it's not just good for a OnePlus phone. It's good, period. And that's good for everyone. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And I mean it. Go out there, have a great weekend. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means a lot. I'll see you guys next time.